If not now, then when? When will it happen? It has to happen very soon because of the Clarity Act. SBI just gave the craziest confirmation that XRP is waiting for the Clarity Act. I told you guys because of Trump. Let's begin. Hello everyone, hope you guys are having an amazing day. XRP's at $1.06. We're in the red today. Okay, okay, I didn't think any black swans were going to hit, but major black swans are hitting like left and right, guys. Out of nowhere. So many of them. It's getting crazy. Just be safe out there. Now, listen to this from Eri. Sitting in for Mr. Katao today, Director Yasuo Nishikawa at SBI Holdings said XRP's price is sluggish. Whoa. Yes, it is. Right? XRP isn't doing anything. It has been ranging and like down for a long time now. Right? For like a year. Right? Since the all-time high. He then said, remaining subdued, as if waiting to assess the status of the Clarity Act. Wait a second, what? Yeah, that's how big the Clarity Act is, guys. I'm not kidding. Okay, so here's a clip, guys. Let's investigate.
リップル社の状況ですけども、XRP 価格、先のクラリティ法をご説明しましたクラリティ法の状況を見定めるかのようにですね、低迷はしておりますが、それでもリップル社保有分だけで 6.6 兆円あると。
Okay, let me put that in English so we could understand what he's saying here.
Regarding the status of Ripple, while the price of XRP remains stagnant as if awaiting the outcome of the Clarity Act one mentioned earlier, the portion held by Ripple alone is still valued at 6.6 trillion yen.
Wow. You know why I know this is 100%, 1,000% guaranteed? Like, I'm not even kidding. Go all in on XRP right now. It's because when Trump got into office, what happened to XRP? Go investigate. It happened to certain coins. Like, let's say 5 out of millions of coins out there, right? Or hundreds of thousands or thousands of coins. Only 5 or so pumped nasty. Which one were they? I believe it was XRP, XLM, and a few others. Okay? But XRP took the main stage. Why? Why did XRP benefit from Trump getting elected? Right? Becoming the president. Because XRP knows. Okay? The market knows that Trump is actually extremely bullish for XRP. What's Clarity all about? Clarity targets America, American laws, right? Pertaining toward the crypto sphere. It's the same exact thing, but this time it's 100 times larger. Okay? Because of the added things on the Clarity Act. Okay? Such as banks getting activated, all that stuff, guys. Right? But then, wait a second. Bank XRP says SBI Holdings, our Ripple shares alone are worth $6.6 trillion. How much is that? I'm not sure in USD, but it seems to be a lot. And they're intentionally sitting tight until the Clarity Act clears up before making their next move. You see this? So guys, clarity is a must. I'm not kidding. It has to happen. Please, 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 please. Let the White Swan activate. Okay? Oh, not to mention, one more thing, guys. These people, SBI is extremely bullish on XRP and Ripple. Okay, as a whole, this ecosystem. And people out there are saying, you know, Ripple has been selling XRP, rug pulling our community and all this stuff, right? It's all Ripple's fault. No. Why are they so heavily bullish on Ripple? Right? If they knew something was wrong with Ripple, they wouldn't be investing as heavy. You see what's happening here? Come on, guys. It's in plain sight. We have to just persevere, please. Now, guys, there's the fun part of XRP in the XRP community. Now, this is quite interesting. If you guys do enjoy today's content, please like. Check this out. New Treasury Secretary Scott Bessent is urging the Senate to vote on the Clarity Act now in a post on X saying the U.S. must lead in digital assets. You see this? He's like, now it has to happen. Mr. Poole, now. No time. Literally. It has to happen. If not now, when? Right? When will it be? Like how much longer could we wait? Well, it has to be in the month of August. You know why? The bear said it from Tuck Rico. August it is then, right? The Bearable Guy 123 2022 calendar shows August is the month of the sun. It's mirrored with May. On his 2019 calendar, or was it 2018? He had May, okay, as the month that shines the brightest. Okay, so it's pretty much mirrored, guys. It's August now. Okay, August, the sun, right, which brings upon clarity to the world, from dark to light, right, from the nighttime to the daytime. People can see more clearly. Okay, that's what I think. So, yeah, I mean, talking about Japan, guys, Japan is the talk of the town, right? A lot of talks about Japan recently, so let's talk about what's happening. Let's transition into the yen carry trade here, because something major could be brewing, and this seems to be why we're dumping from Unusual Whales. Breaking, the U.S. Treasury has informed a number of banks that they may intervene in the Japanese yen market on Friday, and that they should stand ready for future action, guys. Okay, the markets could take a big hit, guys, if this were to happen, right? They're signaling the U.S. banks that they might get ready to buy a mountain of USD as well. Okay, this is what happened. Something crazy just happened in Japan. The Bank of Japan spent so much money, okay, defending the yen. Last time Japan intervened at this scale, the global markets lost $7 trillion within days. What's next could be extremely violent. Okay, so stocks are down, guys, and cryptos are getting hit as well. It seems like it's impacting the markets, right? They didn't even need to hike rates at this point, right? It wasn't a condition. Instead, the Bank of Japan keeps interest rates unchanged at 1%, bullish for markets, right? But you know what happened to the markets? It all dumped. Look at the stock market there, right? Everything just plummeted, okay? Because of the yen intervention news, right? The reason why, guys, number one being Jim Cramer says he sees a sure signal to buy stocks. This was a day before stocks dumped. That's crazy. He called it again, right? In the opposite direction. But check this out, because Japan just spent a record $53 billion in a single day to save the yen. That's how much money it took for the yen to pump. You see this? For the yen to be defended, $53 billion. That's so much money. That means liquidity is so large over there in those markets. And this is the Japanese yen against the US dollar. It's climbing, guys. It's not good, right? That's why markets are weak again. So we can't let this happen. This is a black swan event, I guess. That's activating right as we speak. Okay, and if this thing just keeps climbing and climbing and climbing, we know how the last time how it ended up. Okay, it was very terrible for the markets, and XRP is already plummeting. Bitcoin is as well. So just be careful. It seems like they're trying to buy up the yen, right? Washington has ultimately seized control of the Bank of Japan. Here's why.
I'm going to ask you about Japan. It seems the Japanese intervened in their markets, in their currency markets, earlier today. Do you have a response to that?
Well, again, we think that excess volatility in the yen isn't healthy. And I was in the currency business for 40 years, and Japanese yen seems very undervalued to me. The currency is very cheap. The economy is doing well. The prime minister is very popular and enacting very strong policies. And I think we're going to see the fundamentals come through. And at a point that the market will realize the yen is undervalued and should strengthen.
So you're not concerned about the strength of the yen against the dollar?
No. Again, that the currency markets tend to overshoot, and I believe the Japanese yen has substantially overshot what would be called an equilibrium price.
Interesting. So Scott over here is saying, the yen has plummeted very heavily, right, recently. So it needs to go back. It needs to go back higher, guys. But you know what? I have a feeling. Of something happening here. I have a feeling maybe the reason why they want the yen to climb is because they want the dollar to go down. Right? You see this? If the dollar goes down, guys, what does that mean? That's in fact bullish for markets. You know why? Because we want the dollar to go below 95. That's when the parabolic blow off top happens. Right? it's just gonna keep dumping heavy, guys, all the way down. Okay, the only reason why the markets have been in a standstill, you know why? So when did the markets like become boring, right? When did the market started falling? It was all throughout this period, guys. 2025, okay, 2026. You see this? Because the dollar has been ranging and climbing steadily, right? We need this thing to just dump, guys, and die, pretty much, right? So the money from the dollar can jump into the crypto asset class. Number two, these markets are so heavily, are so liquid that it takes large amounts of money to even move them slightly, okay? That's going to be XRP one day, by the way, right? That is. That's when XRP will that's when XRP will be at what, like thousands of dollars, okay? But you know what I said here? So let's come down here. So yesterday I posted XRP, the Japanese yen carry trade unwind will not happen until Donald Trump orders it. That's what I think, guys, right? But I guess you could sense it kind of happening right now because markets are dumping, right? Investors are panicking. But Treasury Scott Bessent just confirmed this, that he's friends with Bank of Japan and Japan, right? And Japan's economy continued to perform well under Prime Minister. Really? That's crazy. He says, we continue to enjoy a strong relationship in a close coordination. Exactly. Bank of Japan, I repeat, Japan has been infiltrated by America a long time ago, right? Whenever this mechanism to prop American markets started, right, with low interest rates from Japan, that's when they got captured. Okay, so Trump needs to give the signal there for the markets to die. Because remember, Trump is bullish, right? He doesn't want that to happen. But Yuto says, the Bank of Japan is paralyzed, unable to act. The Bank of Japan has discussed the worst case scenario, a collapse of the dollar, which could trigger a situation far surpassing the Great Depression. Indeed, right? It will come, which is the collapse, but it will take some time, I think. Right? Trump wants to parabolic blow off top first. Japan is the domino that makes everything else, hit hard, right? Like a tsunami from the Riddlers. We know this, okay? So that's what I think, guys. Just be cautious. I hope, things ease down and the white swan starts appearing. White swans do. From Mr. Terry Kang, let's now move on to today's deltas here. 7:31, July 31st from Mr. Pool. Evergreen. What is that? Evergreen. Go up and never stop. The North Star, right? Look at this one. The secret hour nears, hidden within the folds of reality as time's elusive hand edges closer from Bojack in a connection to Big Short. Right? The secret hour nears. Are we close? Come on, please. July 31st, as if even though life rewards abundance with even more abundance, right? That reminds me like the rich gets richer. Right? Or it doesn't have to be that way because aligning your energy with abundance, right, will make it become even more abundant. XRP preserved or persevered, right? 7:31. Mr. Poole told us to buckle up on this day. Yeah, I mean, definitely, right? He told us shock as well. Reminding of us, what's happening with the markets. He posted this video about the sun, right? The sun's shining August, okay? And as well as affirm, confirmed, and exit. Exit what though? Is a question. Exit the markets, exit this or that. Nobody really knows. Or exit what? Maybe the Truman Show. That's what it made me think about. The final tip for today's video. Howard Moon once upon a time posted this golden banana, which represents what? The banana zone from Raoul Pal. Right, everything going parabolically higher. Let us prepare. Watch out for Japan. Watch out for clarity. It's all happening right now. But anyways, that's Sophie's Macy's. See ya.